On October 29, 1969, at 10:30 pm, something very important happened in the world of technology. It was the first time a message was sent over ARPANET, which was a network of computers. This event was really significant because it marked the beginning of a big change. Imagine two computers, at one ULCA and another at the Stanford Research Institute. They were far apart but connected through ARPANET. The computer at ULC sent a message to the one at Stanford, and the message was just one word: login. This was a big deal because it showed that computers could now communicate with each other over a long distance. It was like the start of a whole new era in technology. In the 1960s, when there was a lot of tension between countries in what's called the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union were competing not just in weapons but also in technology. During this time, the US government, specifically a group called ARPA, was really important. They were working on making new and better technology. In 1969, when Dwight D. Eisenberg was the president, ARPA started a big project. They wanted to create something called ARPANET. ARPANET was a special kind of network for communications. It was a different because it didn't rely on just one place. It was spread out. One important group in making ARPANET bold Barnett and Newman, which is BBN technology. They wanted to connect four computers that used different systems, which was really hard back then, but BBN figured it out. They made the rules and tools needed for these different computers to talk to each other. Now let's see how they actually did it step by step. BBN set up special device called Interface Message Procedures (IMPS) at four places: ULCA, Stanford, UC Santa Barbara, and the University of Utah. These IMPs were early versions of routers. They helped connect the local computers network to ARPANET. At each of these four places, the IMPs were linked to the local computer network, translating data from the local computers into a form of the ARPANET could understand. This made it possible for different computers to share information smoothly. Smart people created this special software to help the IMS talk to each other and share data on ARPANET. They made something called the Network Control Program (NCP), which made sure information moved smoothly between different places. Next, they needed to physically connect the IMPs to the local computer's network. They did this by laying down cables, like long phone lines between the IMPs and the local networks. These cables were really long and stretched across many miles to link up different places. On October 29, 1969, at 10:30 pm, a student named Charlie Klein won ARPANET to someone at Stanford. He typed login into his computer, telling the IMP to send it to Stanford. Even though there was a little hiccup and the system crashed. After the first two letters, hello, the message still went through. This was a big deal. It showed the ARPANET could work even with bumps along the way. ARPANET kept getting bigger and better. In 1973, it did something really cool. It connected to a satellite. ARPANET kept growing in the 1970s, connecting more and more universities, research centers, and the government offices. This meant people could share ideas and information really quickly. And as the network grew, new things popped up like email and file sharing. It was a really exciting time for the internet. In the early 1970s, two smart guys named Vincent Cerf and Robert Kahn created something called TCP/IP. It's like a set of rules that tells computers how to communicate with each other on the internet. Then in 1983, ARPANET started using TCP/IP. This was a really important change because it made it much easier for computers to talk to each other. During the 1980s and 1990s, the internet became more like what we know now. It was not just for researchers anymore, it was for everyone.